Hey, welcome to the very first video on this channel. I was talking to a friend today and it got my mind buzzing about content creation, relationships, and audiences, and finding meaning in life, things like that. So I thought I might do this experiment wherein I post this video every single day for 365 days, and to see what would happen. So as a natural introvert, sharing the personal details of my life or on a tremendously public thing like the internet is very kind of counterintuitive. I naturally am inclined to want to control my image and control my reputation, and I'm a fairly measured communicator. I don't say too many things too off the cuff most of the time, unless I'm really comfortable with you. And but I thought it would be interesting to do an experiment to see whether there might be a small group of people out there, perhaps very small, who would enjoy hearing my thoughts and perhaps sharing some of their own thoughts with me. So, personal detail number one. So, I am 38. I think I'm 38, and I'm turning 39 shortly. And I'm a little fatter than I wish I was. I wish I was a little skinnier. And I did some intermittent fasting for a while. I skipped breakfast, and so I kind of condensed my eating window somewhat. It might have done some good things for me, I don't know, but it was a little painful. The experience of it was difficult. So only moderately difficult. But I didn't lose a lot of weight doing it. And then when I quit doing it, then I seemed to gain some extra weight back, or in addition. And so now I'm kind of back to square one. Like, well, what do I need to do to not just turn into a big, round ball of blubber by the time I'm 55? And so I'm curious about whether there are sort of metabolic things that I can do to encourage my body to stay at a good weight, or to improve its weight, to be naturally healthy, and to not create a feeling of scarcity in my body that it needs to store fat. Anyway, so one thing I'm doing right now is I am trying to, as of today, starting to walk 10 minutes, kind of on the hour. Not 100%, but through my work day, I want to roughly on the hour. I walk 10 minutes, so roughly 5 of those sessions or so. And see how that sort of very moderate exercise, what kind of impact that has on my, how well I feel, what my energy level is, my productivity, and also my weight. So, this is a very weird experience to be talking about my weight in a public online platform. And, but I think it's probably good for me somehow, as a naturally introverted person, or at least semi-introverted person, to be more publicly transparent. I'm also curious, like, it's very natural for me not to share too many details publicly, but I wonder if it really helps anything, if it really improves my life in any way not to be more public. And what are the actual downfalls of not being transparent with people? So, like, if you like me, because you don't know something about me? Is this really a valuable relationship that we have? Or is it possible to have deeper relationships at scale, if you will? And I think you can. I've seen Richard Miller share very transparently, very personally in public on social media, and especially like I think written social media feels even worse somehow in some ways than video, because how easy it is for people to read it quickly and not hear your tone, and then make their own sort of knee-jerk reaction to it, or maybe not even read most of it, maybe read the top line and make their own knee-jerk reaction to it, and let off their own steam in the comments. And so it's pretty remarkable. But I was thinking about the fact of, like, because of the audience he's built, the opportunities that he has, the doors it opens, it's pretty interesting. And so it kind of sort of back to that question of, like, if a relationship is based on professional distance, on sort of a whitewashed social media sort of thing, is that a relationship worth having? And if you like me because I don't offend you, is that a relationship worth having? Whereas if I did offend you but you liked me anyway, that would be different. If you did know truly who I was and it didn't offend you and you still liked me, it seems like we could have a really solid relationship with lots of trust there because of how well we would know each other. So, anyway, cheers to the experiment. An introvert goes public. See you on the next video.